from the very moment he stepped onto the red carpet at the premiere of The Running Man. Actor Lee Pace radiated a kind of electric excitement that immediately set fans buzzing. And while the night was dedicated to celebrating the adrenaline-packed film hitting theaters on November 14th, the energy around him hinted at something more, something far more magical. Because everywhere he goes, in every interview, and especially across social media, one question keeps chasing him like a spell cast by millions of fans. What's really happening with Practical Magic 2? And tonight, Lee Pace finally opened up just enough to send the entire fandom into an emotional storm. When asked about the long-awaited sequel and his experience working with the powerhouse duo Nicole Kidman and Sandra Bullock, Lee Pace couldn't hold back the joy that lit up his expression. He confirmed the news fans have been dying to hear. "We got to finish the movie." Those words alone sent shockwaves across the internet. For years, whispers and rumors swirled around whether the project was moving forward, whether schedules aligned, whether the original stars would return. But here he was, Lee Pace, standing with pure excitement and relief, saying the magical story is wrapped, real, and coming. As he spoke, his admiration for Nicole Kidman and Sandra Bullock poured out in the most heartfelt way possible. He described them as an incredible pair of actors and emphasized how the entire experience felt like a creative dream. Working alongside two of Hollywood's most beloved queens, Nicole, known for her mysterious elegance, and Sandra, adored for her magnetic charm, is something very few actors ever get to say they've done. And yet here was Lee Pace, recalling that collaboration like it was the highlight of his career. He said the story is fun, the character he plays is fun, and he had the time of his life filming it. That one phrase alone, "the time of my life," sent fans spiraling with hope that this sequel is going to capture all the whimsy, darkness, sisterhood, and emotional magic that made the first Practical Magic a cult classic. But as loyal followers of the franchise know, everything related to Practical Magic 2 has been locked away like a spellbound family secret. Lee Pace reminded everyone that while he's excited, he's not allowed to spill anything more. Not yet. But he promised that when it's time, he'll talk all about it. That tiny promise was enough to break the internet in half. Still, tonight wasn't only about mystical potions, midnight margaritas, or the Owens family legacy. It was also a huge celebration of The Running Man, a film based on the futuristic dystopian world originally penned by Stephen King in 1981. And as if the excitement around this movie wasn't already through the roof, the cast recently received praise from the ultimate cinematic adrenaline icon himself, Tom Cruise. When asked about the moment Tom Cruise personally praised their work, Lee Pace reacted with the kind of childlike wonder most actors only dream of experiencing. He said meeting Tom Cruise was a thrill, describing how he grew up watching the superstar's films, admiring him not just for the action but for the dedication, the passion, the commitment to every role. There was no hiding the awe in his voice. Tom Cruise is a legend, and for someone like Lee Pace, whose own career spans everything from fantasy to sci-fi to drama, getting approval from that icon is a once-in-a-lifetime moment. To hear that Tom Cruise appreciated the film, that he recognized the work the cast and crew put into it, meant everything. Lee Pace even joked about being ready to jump out of airplanes, something Tom Cruise is of course famous for doing in real life and in his films. When asked if meeting him inspired him to want to take on extreme stunts, Lee Pace laughed and said, "Yeah, I'd jump out of an airplane for sure." The entire moment was light, exciting, full of admiration, and it showed just how deeply Tom Cruise's words landed.